Right now, I am proud to present a brand new standalone game. Please watch.
Whoa, wait a minute! Wait a minute! Wait!
Holy shit!
That looks so crazy.
There's no way!
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! What is that shit? What is happening? You lying fuck Miyazaki! You said you were finished!
How do you start a conversation with a girl that you like, and how do you keep it interesting?
I do not care. I'm playing Elden Ring Nightreign. Ah, damn! People were upset Elden Ring isn't on Fortnite. Well, guys, we can rejoice because now we have Fortnite in Elden Ring. After the complete poo-poo garbage that was Shadow of the Earth Tree, I'm slightly exaggerating here, I, alongside 99% of the community, were left with dog shit, sour taste in our mouths. Don't get me wrong, it was alright, I had fun, but oh my god, bro, come on, that shit was not a worthy upgrade to what is an already unforgettable adventure. So when the time came for FromSoft to release a new game, what did Miyazaki do when he saw these reviews? Which are somehow lower than Dark Souls 2's? Oh my god, bro. He said, everyone, do what we did in Dark Souls 3 and use the crutch of reusing previous game elements in the hopes of awakening some sort of nostalgia, so we at least have some players, right? I mean, don't get me wrong though, I'm gonna absolutely love fighting the Nameless King if we get the chance, because it's been almost a decade since the original game where he was from released. Dude, I was 11 when I first beat his ass, and now I'm turning 20, bro. Besides this reach for nostalgia, however, I have honestly only glaze to put on what we've seen so far regarding Nightreign. For anything else though, I think it's clear that one extremely important thing that you just can't argue with me about is the fact that FromSoft actually unironically listened to the community and both its needs and wants. Anime fighting, we got it. Sword riding and flying, we're gonna be able to do that. A fucking grappling hook? Oh my god. What's also amazing is that they clearly look at other open world RPGs and they just let themselves get inspired. Like, finally dude, we can use a glider just like in Breath of the Wild or Genshin Impact. As a console player especially, I am just so damn glad that I'm gonna be able to experience these near mod-like features that are gonna be added into the game. Now obviously this being something completely new, and because this is something pretty much unheard of in any universe that Elden Ring exists in, whether you think these changes are good or not, that is entirely subjective. But one thing I think we can all agree on is the fact that this is not something even remotely close to Elden Ring 2. In my eyes, it's obvious that they just wanted to play with the Elden Ring IP a bit more because of how positively the game was received and because of how profitable the game was for the developers. Because of that, now they can afford to take a somewhat big, or at least bigger, error margin. We've never had anything remotely close to a battle royale style roguelike co-op survival Souls game that was official at the very least, but something tells me that FromSoft have truly done their homework on this one. What I mostly mean by that is that they for sure had like some people going on Twitter looking up hashtag Elden Ring mod and scrolling until they find something interesting. But seriously, if you want a concrete example as to why this is such a complete 180 compared to everything we've had up to date, you just need to know that this is sort of an entirely new game mode balanced entirely around the fact that it is meant to be played in a party of 3 people. Despite this, it won't be a live service game, probably because there's gonna be no PvP included, maybe rightly so after what we've had so far. And yes, I am saying game because this is gonna be something completely separate and is gonna cost $40. If you wanted another reason for that, however, you could look at the fact that Nightreign is most likely going to serve as a sort of guinea pig for testing alternate game modes like this one. I think its main purpose is gonna be improving their future titles that are gonna come out the following year. So even though we're gonna receive more of a testing grounds type of DLC, I would still get really excited because it is at the end of the day a fully priced title and potential for an Elden Ring roguelike is extremely high. They've already announced all the features that should be looking out for in a title like this, like the class selector, item gathering, abilities with cooldowns instead of mana, and overall survival survival aspect, and many more. From what we know so far, I think I can safely say that we're gonna have at least a healer, a ranged character with a bow or crossbow, or maybe both, who knows, a guy with deflects, a dude that can fly, and some sort of assassin class. So to recap, in early 2025 we're gonna be getting a fully priced Elden Ring DLC that is not canon, has no concrete storyline, and its gameplay consists of spawning in the roundtable hall with your friends, selecting your class, readying up, and then dropping in on a remixed version of the Lands Between to experience an adventure that lasts several in-game days. The map is called Limveld, a remixed version of the original Limgrave from Elden Ring. From what we've seen, it will still maintain some of the original elements that we know and love, but will also have new areas to explore and volcanic eruptions or poison swamp events. During daytime, you run around collecting runes and other items, but at night, the Fortnite storm will close in on you and you will be forced into a boss encounter. This can be either a nostalgia grab or something entirely new. The game will be really sped up compared to vanilla Elden Ring, and you're gonna be able to not only sprint faster and climb walls, but you're also gonna be able to use Sites of Grace just by walking near them and not having to interact with them. This is a bit besides the point, but I'm sure that this is gonna do wonders for the community, as we'll have entire new speedrun categories and challenge runs that I think will stand the test of time and maintain their relevance for at the very least until their next title, which I hope is Dark Souls 3 Remastered, comes out. I can't wait to see people beating the hardest difficulties solo without using any runes, or I don't know, only using the grappling hook or some shit. The experimenting that people are gonna do with all these classes is gonna be absolutely unprecedented, and you can be sure that the Sunlight Blade submissions are gonna be absolutely insane. I personally can't wait to see people quickscope one-shotting the hardest boss with 50 million buffs stacked, but please do let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments below. I'd honestly love to know your guys' opinion and where some well-educated people stand on this. This is something unprecedented in Elden Ring and Souls history, and so I think it's really important we make our opinions heard so future games can improve even more further down the line. And while you're down there, maybe consider liking and subscribing, as it motivates me immensely to push out just the best content for you guys. But anyway, thank you so much for sticking till the end of the video. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next week.